Rat 44. Rat 44.
Welcome back to another Ratface 44 reviews. My name is James, and today we have G.I. Joe Classified Series Heavy Duty. So let's get this started. So before we get this started, big shout out to DJC Collectibles for hooking me up with the awesome classified figures. Link will be in the description below. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get into it. As you can see, a great display of the action figure and all its accessories. Got G.I. Joe Heavy Duty, 150 in the line. G.I. Joe logo. Got some really great artwork here on the side. He looks like he's just, you know, just blasting Cobra. You could just hear this picture, right? And on the back of the packaging here, there is freaking Heavy Duty in the sewer. I'm guessing there are some, looks like some Vipers in the background there. Let me know in the comment section down below what Vipers those are. They look like they're red and black. Got some zoom in aspects of some details of the figure and the accessories. On this side of the packaging, QR code and battle stats. All right guys, let's get into it. Let's get good old trusty scalpel and cut him open. Found him. Let's get him open and take a closer look. So what I've heard, that there are only 600 of these in Canada and 1,000 in the US. So the rest of the stock, I'm assuming, is going to come in September, I believe. So there's going to be a little bit of a long wait for the rest of the people to get their Heavy Duties. But I guess I'm just fortunate from DJC Collectibles. So here is Heavy Duty in the plastic imprisonment. Tons of accessories. Holy moly, let's get it all out. Alright guys, let's get into some of the accessories. I haven't taken them all out, but these are the main ones that were in the main tray. So first off, we have two identical knives here. I believe we've seen this before, with a little loop at the end. Silver paint. Check that out. Next we have two fists. Not much to say about those. We got these little green missiles. We got two of those. And we got some flame effects here. I believe we've seen these before also. We have two headsets here. One of a larger headphone type thing here. Nice little sculpt on that. And we have another one here, kind of a smaller communicator with a mic and an earphone. That's pretty cool. More options. Next we have these kind of mini guns, mini Gatling gun type things. They're identical. I will put together his weird harness. These are kind of bent, so just be aware of that. There is a plug for a blast effects. And we have a kind of a silver rubbery type of bullet belt here. It is pretty long, and it was taped kind of like on the inside of the tray, so just be aware of that. And here we have the missile launchers. Check that out. That is pretty cool. There is a print on the side of these missile launchers. Check that out. Quad burst. That's pretty freaking cool. And here is another part of this harness. I will figure out how to put this together later on in the video here. So we got some 50 cal type of machine gun type things here. That is pretty awesome. There is port for blast effects, and it's done in this kind of metal green, OD green, and there is a print. That is pretty freaking cool. Heavy weapon system. And lastly, here are all these other kind of blast effects and little green missiles. There's a whole set of these. I'm not going to bother taking them out. And that's it with all the accessories. Let's take a little bit of a closer look at one of these rocket launcher things. There is a handle, and there is some paint application, kind of brown paint application here. Why isn't my camera focusing? I have no idea why. That is pretty cool. Pretty basic looking. And let me just try to focus on that, see if I can get a better picture of that print. There it is. Awesome. So here's a little bit of a different close-up look. I don't know why my camera is not focusing. It's weird. Check that out, kind of a readout display. Some silver highlights on there. A little bit of paint application here, like on the harness. I'm pretty sure this part is going to go on his shoulders. And they do kind of, this piece here kind of moves up and down. Just move this out of the way. Hopefully this will focus a little bit more. And there are kind of, these look like the handles, I'm assuming. Let's go ahead and get into the figure here. Let's get a nice zoom in shot of his head. And I'm pretty satisfied with the sculpt here. He looks like a real person, which is really cool. I like the lime green hat. It's very, very 90s. Check out that shred head. That's freaking hilarious. I love it. The hat is non-removable, as opposed to the extra head here that I didn't show. And that is he has an awesome 90s haircut, flat top with some line shaped on the side of the head. That is pretty dope. We got an earring on one of the ears. You have a Fu Manchu going on here. Got a pinch, and check out that comparison. Pretty cool. Eyes look pretty lined up, pretty straight. Maybe this left eye here, or yeah, the right eye here looks like a little bit off to the side. Moving down, we have a gold chain with a bull head, and we have a kind of a sash bullet belt type thing hanging over his shoulder. We got a non-painted communicator on his shoulder. That was a missed opportunity to paint that blue. I believe to have more of a consistency with the classified line. We got some gray old school pineapple grenades. We got a green paint application there. There's some more green paint. Goes around to the back, of course. Moving down, we have his arms. I believe these are Sergeant Slaughter's arms. And on his wrist, there is looks like there is a watch done in yellow. If I can get a focus on that piece there. See what it says. 72 BPM, so it measures his heart rate. That's really cool. Down on his waist, we have a floating belt with some more grenades and some nice texturing. And it looks like we have a magazine and another pouch, which is cool. There's a little bit of a paint on those grenades in gray. Going down, we got a belt. We have some really cool pants. I like these so-called kind of like digital camouflage with these triangle type of digital print. Sergeant Slaughter's legs. I don't know if I said that. We have some cool Sergeant Slaughter's boots with a knife sheath and some nice green applications there on the front of the boots. So overall, I really like this figure right now. It's really cool 90s craziness. I never had this figure as a kid, unfortunately. I was too old and was not collecting Joe at that time in the 90s. So let's go over some of the articulation. We have some decent so-called butterfly shoulder joints. There is a major gappage happening there. We have a diaphragm, which is really cool. Most of the classified figures have diaphragm joints. The bigger figures, I should say. I like this type of articulation. It goes about that far. That's not bad. And about this far back, way back. And we have drop down hips, of course. We got cuts at the thighs, double jointed knees. We got a boot cut. We got rocker up and down. You know, standard articulation for classified figures. We got the double neck. It doesn't move very well, unfortunately, at the neck. But that's fine with me. Not a big deal. So yeah, this figure is really cool. I don't know how he's gonna fit in with the Joes, but you know, they all have their own personalities. So let's go ahead and gear this guy up with this crazy contraption. So here you have it. Here is Heavy Duty all geared up with the crazy contraption. The only pain I had putting this together was the putting his hands on these joysticks. That was the only thing that was kind of a pain in the butt to do. As you can see, that the missile launcher is this peg on the side with a ball peg, and you have the little mini Gatling guns that fit on the side here. They kind of just pop in really easily, and the bullet belt kind of goes through the backpack here and just kind of slots in on the bottom. But overall, this thing is absolutely crazy. One thing to amend here on my first run through of the accessories, this is kind of it is a headset, but it has like a viewfinder on it, and that targeting, looks like the targeting system. Another thing I would like to point out is the detail of the gunmetal and the scratches on that front kind of chest piece there, and the joysticks with the you know, the fire button on it. And we've seen these blast effects before for sure, and they just kind of peg in there. We've got a whole bunch of them. I'm just put those two in just for an example. So what do I think about this? I am a little bit impressed actually on this figure. I hope you guys are too. Let's bring out Sergeant Slaughter to do a quick little comparison side by side with Sergeant Slaughter. He is a little bit taller, but same legs, same arms, of course different overlay on the crotch and the head, of course, and the chest. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed my review. I have tons of other reviews I've done over the years, so check them out. Link will be on the screen there. And Yojo and Cobra!